So some terrible news for us manga readers out there. An apocalypse, an Armageddon level event. Mangadex was hit by a massive DMCA strike. So many different titles taken down, thousands of chapters scanlated in English and other languages completely wiped off the face of the earth out of the blue. In one fell swoop, the site became unusable. Well, maybe some titles that people are reading actually survived, but so many good and prominent titles were taken down that I imagine people are already scurrying to find their replacements, substitutes for Mangadex that are more unknown. They haven't gained the ire of the copywriters yet. I'll be covering what we know so far in the situation, but before I get into it, be sure to drop a like on the video, helps me a lot in the algorithm, and let's take a dive into the destruction of Mangadex. Popular manga reading site Mangadex was hit by hundreds of DMCA takedown notices for a wide range of series, unlicensed too, from many major Japanese publishers. Many series were removed from the site. This follows another major DMCA incident related to manga on Reddit in recent days. It seems that Japanese publishers or third-party companies they task with it suddenly show unprecedented harshness against manga scanlation. This post saying some of the manga I've been meaning to read were in Mangadex only, and you're telling me they might have gotten dusted? And yeah, the general sentiment tends to be very much against this. This post saying, anti-piracy manga readers are a joke. It hurts the author. Meanwhile, if no one translated manga, it would be way less likely to be licensed and then bought in other languages because a series can't be popular if no one can understand it. Which I don't know the size of the Western audience when it comes to these manga, but I definitely know that we wouldn't be reading this stuff if we could not understand the words that we were reading. Having these scanlations definitely makes these manga appeal to a wider audience, because if you're sitting there waiting for an official translation which might never come, then it's not going to get any Western fans. And not just Western fans, there's tons of different languages that have scanlations. There's scanlations in Vietnamese, in Russian, Spanish. Realistically speaking, they are completely within their right to take down content that belongs to them, but if you think about how these things work in reality, if there's way less people to actually read the content, then there's going to be way less people actually becoming fans of the work and paying attention to these stories. I mean, I can be honest and say I would have never read I Shall Master This Family or the beginning after the end if it weren't for platforms like this. And when I went to go check I Shall Master This Family, it was missing more than 90% of the previously scanlated chapters, so I guess it was hit too. So we can see here on this Reddit post a list of manga affected by the DMCA takedown to Mangadex. There is more than 700 plus. Got rumor of an insane number of mangas nuked from the site. And when I say insane, it is insane. I mean, it is insane. It's absolutely crazy. We're talking about more than 700 titles just disappeared from the site. Like, if we just take a quick look, it's just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. This is all in alphabetical order. I see Blue Box, Blue Exorcist, Black Butler, Black Clover, Black Lagoon, Bleach, Don is here, that's gone, Dr. Stone, Dragon Ball, Frierin's gone, Hell's Paradise, Honey and Clover, Mushoku Tensei, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Jujutsu Kaisen, Kingdom. So as we can clearly see, these guys declared war on Mangadex. Blew it up out of the stratosphere, absolutely destroying it. They're trying to send a message here, do not pirate our stuff. Now what's going to happen is everybody's going to find their best alternative, maybe being a little bit more hush-hush about it because we don't want that to get blown up too. What can I say? If there's a will, there's a way, and it's very unfortunate this happened to Mangadex, but I guess that's just what happens when one of these platforms gets very big and well known. But I don't think this is going to stop people from just finding ways to read the manhwa or manga that they want to read, because currently platforms that are official have some kind of weird monetization system. I mean, first of all, if I'm getting it right, you can only read certain manga and certain platforms, like Tapas won't have everything that you're looking for, and then these platforms have some kind of point system where you use points to read chapters of manga, and I just don't think anybody's trying to do that. Maybe if there was more convenience and you had all of your manga in one place and you're able to read by just having some ads on the side and that's what makes the money, or if there was a subscription fee, then people would go for that. I'm not sure what these guys should try to do for monetization, but I know that it's just going to lead people to a different platform whenever they blow up one platform, like what they did to Mangadex. And locking content behind a paywall isn't going to make it more popular. I know from these guys' perspective, they're fighting piracy on the stuff that they need to be making money off of, but if nobody's reading it to know that it's good in the first place, how is anybody going to become a fan? I'll be looking closely to see if any other platforms are going to receive the same treatment in the coming days. Hopefully not though, because I want to continue reading my manhwa, which I will try to start supporting by buying chapters of the stuff that I'm reading. It's not really that I'm trying to avoid supporting the authors of works that I actually like, but I do believe in the grand scheme of things, taking down these platforms is not really going to help them make more money if that is the purpose. But that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me make more content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.